Hey, welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about waiting for your manifestation. You are waiting for your manifestation. Maybe it's been 3 months, 6 months, a year even. Why are you still waiting for it? What is going on here? So first thing I'm going to say is stop waiting for your manifestation. If you are waiting for it, waiting has its own unique vibration, and the vibration of waiting is the frequency you're putting out there is one of I am waiting. So you will be waiting. There's no other explanation of why you're waiting other than the feeling of you are waiting. If you have the feeling of you are waiting, you will be waiting, and there is no reason to be. I'm going to give you 2 ways to get around this, 2 ways that are the absolute blueprint for success, either or. One way or the other way. One is the way that I use, and one is the way that you might want to use because you might feel that you cannot rely on the second way, which is what I do. But I've been doing this for 6 years and I understand what works for me and what doesn't work for me. So you cannot manifest something if you are constantly feeling like you are waiting for it, because what will happen is you will just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. So you need to take time out of the equation. You need to stop freaking out about the time, because I know that's easier said than done, but you need to make that decision today. Okay, I have to take time out of the equation, because the more I feel waiting, the more I am going to be waiting. If you think that everything has a vibration, which it does, and then it has a frequency that goes out there to whatever this is, let's say the universe, goes out there to the universe, it gives you whatever that frequency is you are going to get. So if it's waiting, frustration, you're going to get waiting and frustration. So how do you deal with that? You have to be consistent and persistent, I guess, which I don't really like that word, but you know, it does apply, really. It applies in this situation. So first of all, you have to notice, what is my dominant vibration here? Let's be honest, okay? What is my dominant vibration? Am I dominant in I already have this, or am I dominant in I don't have it, I'm waiting for it? And you will find that you are dominant with that. Even if you are often kicking in the feeling of having, if you are then going back to the feeling of not having and waiting, you will find that that's stronger, because that's a natural feeling. That's what it is. So it's always going to be stronger. So you have to look at dealing with that. You have to look, okay, I really want this. I'm not going to get it with this feeling of waiting. So I have to make that decision today that I'm going to deal with this in one way or another. One of these 2 ways. Okay. First way is, every time you feel that, you go back to, no, I already have this, and you tap into the feeling of having it. How does that feel? I have this, how does it feel? You'll be able to find that feeling inside of you. If you struggle to find that feeling, imagine that feeling on a little USB stick, okay? Imagine that feeling, okay, that's the feeling of I have this. And imagine plugging it into yourself, into your arm or something. You have a little hole in your arm, a little socket in your arm, you plug it in and you get the feeling that way. That's to help you if you really do struggle with just finding that feeling. So that's one way of doing it, but you have to be persistent with that, and you have to do it every single time, which I personally have never been able to do, but that's just me. Some of you will be able to do that, so that's what you need to do, because you need to find that dominant feeling. And if the dominant feeling, like I said, is the waiting, you will just get more waiting. What I do is I have to decide that I've done it, it's done. So I like to find the feeling of it is done inside of me, and sometimes I try to do that and I can't find it. So I think, okay, the reason you can't find it sometimes is because you're not in that right feeling state. You're really kind of hyped up, maybe feeling a bit anxious, that it's never going to happen and all of that. So it's very difficult to find that feeling of it is done then. So wait until you're feeling a bit calmer and a bit more neutral, and then go back to it, which is exactly what I do. I will do this if I'm concerned about something, worried about something. I get that feeling of, no, it's done, it's going to be okay, and then I just think I've done that now, and I don't need to keep going back and getting that feeling. On the odd occasion I might go back and find it again, but rarely do I do that. Now I just accept that it's done. So what happens is you then get that feeling of waiting, where is it, and then you say to yourself, no, it is done, I've done it, I've had that feeling, and remind yourself of that feeling, and then distract yourself away from that feeling of waiting, and just keep understanding and reminding yourself, if I feel I'm waiting, I will be waiting, because it's the law. Whatever you feel, you're going to get. It's the absolute, there is no way around it. It's like gravity. The law of gravity does not change. It's always, if I throw something in the air, it's going to drop on the floor. It's going to come down and drop on the floor every single time, doesn't matter what it is. That's going to happen. So this is a law, it absolutely is. So there is no way around it. So let's just say that you want to manifest contact from somebody and you feel that you've got a really good reason for them to get back to you, because maybe you're wishing them happy birthday or happy Christmas, or maybe something's happened in your life that you feel that they should respond to, and then you reach out to them and they don't. Now, you've still got the feeling of waiting, you've still got the feeling of lack inside of you. It doesn't matter what your reasoning is, you still won't get a response from them if you feel like that. There is no way that this law changes depending on what your reason is for reaching out to them. The only way it changes is if your feeling is different. So if, for example, you had a feeling of, yeah, something really horrible has happened in my life and I know they're a decent person, so they will get back to me. So you really have that knowledge that they will get back to you, then they will. But if you're still feeling that, waiting for it, then they won't. It doesn't matter what that reason is, but it won't happen if you're feeling like that, and it doesn't matter what your reason is for reaching out. And that sounds really weird, doesn't it? But that's how this stuff isn't rational. You can't try to marry up rational life with this. So you can't try to find reason, because there isn't reason with this. The only reason with this, reasoning is what you feel, you get. The frequency you're putting out is what you get back. And there is no way around it. So there's no possible way to change that, because it's like gravity, it's a law, and it works the same every single time, and it's based around your feelings. So be persistent with the feeling of having it, or be persistent with the feeling of it is done. Either way, and it's what works for you. What works for me is the it is done, because I find I can easily get the feeling of having it, but if I keep trying to kick that in, I will then get a resistant feeling inside of me. And as soon as I got that resistant feeling, I know that whatever I'm doing isn't going to work, because my dominant feeling is going to be one of resistance. So I go back to the it is done. And every single time that I have had the feeling of it is done, and that intuitive knowing feeling, it's always worked out. There's never been one single time when it hasn't worked. And I do it all the time with everything. I do it with little, like I said, little things that I'm concerned about. I feel a concern about something, I think, oh no, that's no good. If I feel concerned that something's going to happen, then I am going to be heavy on that vibration. So, okay, let's feel that everything's going to be okay. Okay, I find that feeling inside. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't. I'll go back to it and it will come, and I have it. And it's just like a little sparky feeling of like, and it's like a reassurance that I get inside, and it goes within seconds. You can't hold on to it. Well, I can't. Maybe you can, but I can't hold on to it at all. And I don't try to, because I think that's all I need. That's all you need, is that brief little feeling. So if I was to then keep going back to where is it, I would just say, remind myself, no, it is done. And I would kind of be quite forceful with myself and say, no, it is done. And also another thing you can do, and I love doing this, and when I feel really strongly about something, when something bugs me and I want it to leave my life, whatever it is, a feeling or anything, then I will tell it to go away with such force, and I will like feel it flying away. And that can be a feeling or a visual of something or anything, and I will really feel that force behind it. So if you keep having a feeling that's bugging you, you can use that too. That's just a simple little technique that I did with something that I really wanted to leave my life. I did that, and it was a person actually, and then this person in question moved away from the area, and I really felt that force behind it, and it was go away, really. It sounds horrible, but I did have a very good reason for it, I promise you. And you know, then it just happened, moved away, never heard from them since. So yes, so I realized that, and I noticed that, and I thought, oh, that was really powerful, because it has such momentum behind it. So if I really feel strongly about something and I want that force behind it, and I want to feel that momentum, then I will do that. So give that a go too. I don't feel, it sounds a little bit horrible, doesn't it? But I don't know why it works, but what I do, it's that real strong momentum and that vibration of go away, get out of my life, whatever it is. But it can be a feeling, or it could be a person, a thing, anything. Okay, I'm going to stop waffling now. This is going to be my last video probably. I will try and get something up between Christmas and the New Year, but I am going to have a real great break if I can. I will still be answering you guys' emails, my members, and also any coaching clients. I will still be answering emails, but not like Christmas Day, Boxing Day, maybe probably not the day after that, because I am busy those days. But after that, I will be still answering them. And don't worry if you feel like, well, I'm missing a few days then from my month, you know, if you're an email coaching client, because I will give you those extra days. So I'm not going to, you know, take that into account. I am going to definitely give you those extra coaching days, so don't worry about that. And I'm an author. My books are listed below. Everything is based around the law of attraction. And thank you for watching. Have a lovely Christmas.